In this video, I'll show you how to create a canvas, how to use dynamic text and images, place webcams, and use weather forecast icons. In the media library, go to the new canvas button, hit new canvas. You can create a portrait canvas if you have portrait screens, or I'll just create a landscape canvas now. So we're going to do webcams first, so I'll just name this canvas webcams. Now we'll hit the edit canvas design to start working on that canvas, and we'll drag in a background image that we've got here. We'll place this image at 0 and 0 for its X and Y coordinates, and then lock this so that it doesn't interfere with other stuff on the top. You can also use your browser plus and minus buttons to zoom in on things to be able to work on things better and see things more clearly. So now we'll drag on a placeholder image for the webcam. So what this does, this image that we're dragging on, I'll just resize it to something a bit more useful. This placeholder image that we're dragging on will change out based on the URL that you put in there, and we'll start displaying the live webcam image. So while that cam image is selected, we hit the swap out button up here. Now the swap out button is really powerful. What it does is it swaps out the content from what you have on the canvas to what's available on the internet, like a webcam image, forecast icon, or text from a snow report. So with the swap out button selected, we'll use remote image here. You'll put in a URL, and I've got one here. Copy in a URL into the field here, and hit the uncheck the cache button. You can clone this webcam image, so now you've got another one here. You would just go to the swap out button for this image and change out the URL there. Just remove that webcam image. So now also what you can do is we'll insert some text onto the stage. Insert button, insert text box, drops it in the top left corner there. Let's just change the size of this to something a bit bigger. Change the color to white. Move this into a position. Now what you can do with a text box is you can type stuff manually in here, like overnight snow, if I spelt it right and typed it in better. But so you can type whatever you want into a text box, but the real advantage of a text box is to show live data. So what we'll do now is go and grab some live data for this. Live data button, Mountain XML, we'll go to current conditions, resort locations, crest, overnight snow. So now we've got a tag for overnight snow copied into our clipboard, and what we just do is in the swap out button, paste it in here where it says the dynamic value. And so now what's going to happen is this text that says overnight snow will be showing the actual live data from the snow report on your screen. So another thing we can do is insert a weather forecast icon. So insert up here, weather icon, drops it on the stage. You can scale this icon, do whatever. And if we hit the swap out button for this forecast icon, you'll see it's already got a tag in there for day 0, which is today. What we can do now, and it's just going to show the live forecast for today on that icon. If we clone that and we have another one, hit the swap out button and change this number 0 to be number 1. So that's going to be for tomorrow. And you can do the same, etc., all the way up to day 4. So that's how you'd use forecast icons. What I'll show you now is how to put an image onto the stage and swap out that image based on data that's coming from your snow report. And you'd use that for things like if you were creating a lift canvas that shows all of your lifts or trails, and you want an image that swaps out to show open or closed, etc. So I'll just remove actually a couple of these forecast icons for now. Go to the media library, select images, Now I've got a status image here, like a placeholder image that just says status. Resize this to something a bit more usable. So now this image that says status here is just a placeholder image. If I go to swap out and then also with the media library open, I'll drag the other images into the drop area here that we want this thing to swap out to. So I'm just dragging in open, on hold and closed. Now we need to give these a value that comes from your snow report. Open, on hold, closed. And you can add as many other images that you want there, like, event or scheduled. Now we want to add a data tag for this. So I'll go ahead and choose a data tag and have a look at facilities, go to Promised Land, lists Scott, and we want to grab the status of Scott. So we've got that tag now, and we'll add that, we'll paste that into the dynamic value, and save that. Now we've basically got an image here that will change out based on what the snow report says. So I've got a preview window already open now, so I'll have a look and see what this live player looks like. So there we go, we've got a forecast icon that's showing a partly sunny, cloudy day, a live webcam image, a 24, which was the overnight snow from the snow report, and then an opened value for that list status. So that shows you how you can use a canvas with all of those dynamic elements built on top.